Today I'm collaborating with ByTheBrooke, Brooke Passmore, on our top 10 tools for writers. So if you've never heard of Brooke Passmore, definitely go check her out. I will leave a link to her channel below. She's just like me. She gives writing advice. She talks about books. She's super positive. She's really bubbly. She's fun. She's nice. She's all the cool things that make a YouTube channel great. And more importantly, she's just someone that you would love to get to know. So for sure, go check out her channel. Now, the way we split up today is we took our top 10 writing apps. I'm going to go over tools apps. I'm going to go over my top 5, and then as soon as you get done watching this video, head over to Brooke's channel and watch her 5. So I will leave a link to that video below. Hi everyone, I'm Lisa, best-selling co-author of the romance series Snow and Her 7 Seals, and on this channel I talk about writing advice, I talk about books, and I also talk about TV. So if this sounds like you or something you might be interested in, make sure to hit the subscribe button below. I post new videos every Monday. Now today, let's just go ahead and jump right into my top favorite writing apps. And the first one where I go whenever I want to figure out, marketing advice or what's going on in the industry is the BookBub author blog. Not to be confused with the BookBub reader blog. So I will leave a link to that below. I just find that because they have such a huge mailing list, we're talking millions and millions of readers, they seem to have a better pulse on what's going on in the market, what's selling, what's not selling, and different trends. So I think that is a must for anybody who likes reading about blogs or trying to keep on top of what's going on. They're much quicker than I used to listen to or read Publishers Weekly and things like that, and those are still good, but this seems to be more directly related to helping authors to sell more books. The second place I love going to for market research is K-Lytics. Now, K-Lytics, you may or may not have run into. I recently just discovered them a few months ago. I don't even know how I've been able to go this long without finding them, but they do a ton of primary research on Amazon, Kindle, and what's selling. So they're going to tell you different keywords that are hot. They're going to tell you different categories, different genres, subgenres, and they've been trending this for, I don't want to say a while because I'm not really sure, but they've been trending this for at least a couple years, and they will show you, reverse harems are on the way up, or urban fantasy is on the way out and nobody really is reading that. And they have actual hard data that they're using to prove that. And as you know, it is hard to do research on Amazon because of the categories always changing, or sometimes authors just put things in categories that maybe really aren't a fit. So they go through that and try to, I shouldn't say they try, they actually strip out things that shouldn't be in there, right? So that if they're doing a report on military romance, it really truly is just about people in military and not someone who maybe just put that keyword in because they thought it would be popular and there's a side character in there that has nothing to do with the main storyline. So K-Lytics by far is probably where I go to get all of my information on kind of what's trending and what's hot right this minute. The third, and let me just check my notes, is the countdown timer. So when I actually go to write, I use the Pomodoro method, which is where you write for a set number of time, or you do something, some work or activity, and you do absolutely nothing else. And usually that's about 25 minutes. And then the last 5 minutes is kind of your free time. It's like your break and your reward. So I use the countdown timer, and I did a video on this, which I'll leave a link below because I do add some squats and lunges and push-ups in there too, just to kind of keep me active because I'm sitting all the time. And it is only for the iPhone or the iPad, so sorry about that, Android users, but I'm sure there's another app just like that that you can use too. Now, the fourth thing that goes along with my countdown timer is chocolate. So for me, I do get distracted. Even though I have the timer, I don't know why I can't just follow the 25 minutes. So I will always just leave a piece of candy or Reese's, or what do I have? I stock up on a ton of candy or Twix. Clearly, I couldn't even wait for a pair of scissors to rip this open, and I'll give myself a little treat to go along with finishing that activity, which I suppose in the grand scheme of things cancels out any squats or lunges I would do while eating said piece of chocolate, but whatever. All right, so moving on, number 5 is the quirky keyboard writer. So I love this keyboard writer. This thing is so fun. It's like when I go to write on my laptop, it's almost like I get distracted and I do work, versus when I work on this quirky keyboard, I don't know, I think it's psychological. Like I know that I'm writing a book. Like I can't do anything else. I shouldn't be checking Facebook. And I like the that, I think it's called the hepatic sound or whatever. So it sounds just like a keyboard, but as if any of you remember, actual typewriters are very hard to push, and sometimes I would miss the keys because it's staggered like a stadium. Anyways, I love that. And so what you can do is, so I don't know if you can see this. So right in here in this little slot, I do stick my iPad. And so again, sorry, just for Apple Mac users, I can use Ulysses, which I am testing out. So I will have a video later letting you know what I thought of that writing application. Or I can use Google Docs, or I can use the Reedsy editor. So those are 3 different tools that I found work just fine on the iPad. And of course you can use Microsoft Word on the iPad as well, or Apple Pages. But I don't actually like those tools as much as I do just using Google Docs or Reedsy or possibly Ulysses, just because it puts your document in the cloud, so you don't have to worry about going back and forth between your iPad and your laptop. And sometimes I might think of stuff while I'm on my phone that I might want to add or double check. So those are my top 5 writing tools. So let's just recap. The first one was the BookBub author blog. The second one was Klytics. The third was the countdown timer for the Pomodoro method. The fourth was chocolate. And the fifth was the quirky keyboard writer. So next, make sure you head over to Brooke's channel for 5 more amazing writer tools, whether those are apps or websites or chocolate. All right, I hope everyone's having a great day and a productive writing day, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.